A workplace investigation is rarely a one-and-done process. Although investigators aim to gather complete information during the first interview, investigations are dynamic. As new evidence appears, different perspectives emerge, or contradictions are identified, investigators may need to return to previous participants for clarification. These follow-up interviews are an important part of a thorough and fair investigation. The decision to conduct a re-interview usually happens during the evaluate phase of the PEACE model, when the investigator reviews the information collected and identifies gaps that still need to be addressed. There are several common reasons for conducting a follow-up interview. The first is clarification. Sometimes a witness provides information that is incomplete, unclear, or requires additional explanation after other evidence becomes available. The second reason is new evidence or new allegations. For example, a new document, email, video record, or witness statement may introduce information that was not available during the original interview. In these situations, fairness requires that the relevant individuals have an opportunity to respond. The third reason is addressing contradictions. For example, if the respondent provides a different version of events or raises a specific defense, the investigator may need to return to the complainant or witnesses to obtain their response and better understand the conflict. Follow-up interviews with the respondent are especially important because they support procedural fairness. Before making a final finding, the respondent should have an opportunity to respond to all significant evidence, including new information that may affect the outcome. Failing to provide this opportunity can create the perception that the investigation was incomplete or biased. The same principle applies to complainants. If the respondent raises a new explanation, an alternative version of events, or a challenge to the complainant's account, the complainant should have an opportunity to address those points. Similarly, if the complainant remembers additional details after the first interview, those details should be documented and explored carefully, rather than simply added without verification. However, investigators should use re-interviews strategically. Too many follow-up sessions can create a ping-pong effect, where the investigator repeatedly moves between parties. This can make participants feel that the investigation lacks direction or that the investigator is unsure about the facts. A second interview should also be approached differently from the first interview. The investigator normally does not repeat the entire free recall process because this may create unnecessary inconsistencies. Instead, the follow-up interview focuses on specific issues, clarification, and targeted questions based on the new information identified. After the investigation is complete, follow-up contact may still be valuable. These check-ins are different from investigative re-interviews. Their purpose is to monitor workplace conditions and ensure that the resolution has been effective. For complainants, this may include checking that retaliation, exclusion, or workplace gossip has not occurred. For respondents who remain employed, follow-up may involve monitoring compliance with corrective actions or supporting their reintegration into the workplace. Ultimately, re-interviews and follow-up interviews reflect the reality that investigations are evolving processes. A strong investigator is not afraid to revisit information when necessary, but does so carefully to maintain fairness, efficiency, and the overall integrity of the investigation.